What's up YouTube? Like WTF1234 here. I said I'd make a deck video, so here it is. It's basically a Fortune Lady deck with a huge twist to it. I'm incorporating all the new Fortune Lady cards. It's really good so far. It's been working out pretty well for me. So here it is. Oh yeah, and shout out to Blue Chopsticks. He made this mat for me. It's really cool. I like it a lot. Thank you. Good job on that. So here's the deck. We got two Fortune Lady Lighties. I only chose to run 2. You'll see why. 3 is a little bit overkill for this deck, but for main Fortune Lady decks, 3 is perfect, but 2 is only good for this deck. Next we have 3 Darky. He's a new Fortune Lady guy. Whenever a Fortune Lady monster destroys a monster by battle, you can special 1 from your graveyard. Really good. Next, another main guy in this deck. 3 Fortune Lady Water. Whenever it's special summoned at all, and you have another Fortune Lady monster on the field, you draw 2 cards. Instant +1. Very good. So then the rest, we just have 1 Dart, 1 Fire. It's very situational. Can only be special summoned by a Fortune Lady monster, and when it does, you get to destroy a monster on their side of the field and inflict damage. So it's pretty good. And lastly, we have 1 Fortune Lady Wind. It's kind of like a breaker, but it's kind of like, actually, it's more like Stratos, his second effect. You get priority for however many Fortune Ladies you have on your side of the field when it's summoned to destroy magic and trap cards on the field, so it's really good. Next we have, here's where it gets a little bit tricky. We have 2 Zombie Masters. Zombie Master is a really good card in this deck. You'll see why when we get to the magic cards, because it gets kind of confusing, but basically we run this with Zombie World and special summon Fortune Lady monsters with Zombie Master, and other cards like Mizuki. We also use Mizuki to special summon Fortune Ladies from our graveyard when we have Zombie World. And then also the last one is Plague, because you're special summoning so much, you can, since they're all different stars, you can just sync for whatever number you want. It's really good. So that's the zombies. And then lastly, we have 3 Bazu the Soul Eater. You're probably wondering like, why Bazu? Well, I like Bazu a lot because there's this new magic card called Future Fortune, and you can basically remove Fortune Lady monsters from your graveyard with this guy and play Future Fortune and draw 2. It's really good. And he's a beat stick too. I was debating whether or not Chaos Sorcerer would be better in Dad, but I like that better. And then lastly, Gorz. It's an allure target, and it's like a staple pretty much. So next, for the magic cards, we have 3. This is a proxy. I have some magic cards that are proxies, but I have all the cards that are just with my teammate. 3 Future Fortune, or Fortune's Future. Really good. Whenever you have a Fortune Lady removed from play, put it back in your graveyard and draw 2 cards, so it's an instant +1. Really good. Next we have Hand Destruction. Sometimes your hands can have like Mizuki in it and maybe a water. Like usually I like to have a lot of the cards in the graveyard, so I'll ditch them and then they'll end up being +1s anyway, so this isn't that much of a -1. Next card we have 2 Allure. Yeah, it's a proxy Allure, but I have them. I'll put them up a different time. Basically, draw 2, remove a Darky, then play. Draw 2, remove a Darky, and then play Future Fortune and +1. And you basically just drew 4 cards. So yeah, it's really good. Or you can remove Gorz or Zombie Master. I don't really like removing Zombie Master though, because it's, it's good to have them in your graveyard. Next, 3 Book of Life. When you have Zombie World on the field, this is just so good in this format. You get to remove any Light Sworn they have, any Vayu, that kind of stuff. And also you get a special summon any zombie you have, or if you have Zombie World, anything. You can special summon anything in your graveyard. So mainly I like to get Fortune Lady Water and draw 2 cards. It's really good. Next we have Terraforming, just to get out your Zombie Worlds. 3 Zombie World, yeah, it's a proxy. But 3 Zombie World, basically you need this card out as fast as possible, because then you can special summon more Fortune Ladies more ways. It's really good. Next, Monster Gate. This combos very well with a lot of the Fortune Ladies, like Lighty. If you Monster Gate them, you get to search your deck for a Fortune Lady, put it on the field, and then get Monster Gate's effect, because you're a player priority. But not going to get into that. But it's really good. So basically you get 2 monsters on the field when you use Lighty with Monster Gate. MST heavy. Basically, you're gonna have you're gonna be able to storm the field really easily, and these two cards are really important to get rid of their back row. Next, we have the traps. 3 compulsory evacuation device. You might ask, why am I running 3? It's simple. Just because of Fortune Lady Light. He combos so well with it. It goes back to your hand, and then you get a special summon of Fortune Lady from your deck to this field. So that's really good. Also, it bounces back synchros, so I like that. Next, 2 bottomless trap hole. It's like a staple now. It just goes through any deck pretty much. Glad Beast, Blackwing, Lightsworn. And then 1 Call to Haunted, just for more special summoning. This might be a Solemn Judgment. I'm thinking about taking it out. And then lastly, Torrential Tribute. Just really good against all the decks in this format. So yeah, that's the deck. It special summons out really quickly. I'll get some duels with it if y'all don't, because like some people might not get how this deck works because it is kind of complicated. But once I get some duels up, I'll show you, and y'all probably really like it a lot. It swarms really fast, and it has a lot of draw power, so that's good. Now for the extra deck, I'll show you my extra deck real quick. It's an Armoron, Magical Android, Yugioh, Revive King. That's never used really. That guy's never used really unless I can get a Gale somehow. That I'm just gonna land the rest out. Basically, the main ones that I use are Black Rose, Colossal, and Stardust, and sometimes Armoron and Yugioh. But really, I never really use the Armor Wing or the Armor Master unless I get Gale like from my side deck or something. But yeah, so that's the deck. That's the extra deck. I hope y'all like it. Like WTF, out.